Welcome to the Operation Game Night Podcast, back and better than ever. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, co-captains of the ship, Jared and Clay. How you doing, boys?
Dude, I'm good.
Wasn't that top 10 just tippy toppy? That was probably the best top 10 I've ever done.
The best top 10. Nobody can have
Nobody can
top 10.
compete with this top 10. It is the finest top 10.
Everybody thinks so.
These guys were just giving me crap that I get Donald Trump vibes when I start talking about board games. Donnie T takes over me, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, brother.
The commander-in-chief is with us, I guess. So.
That's true. And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, go back and listen to Jared describe Quacks of Quedlinburg in our top 10 episode last Tuesday, the number 10 through 6 of our top 10, and listen to him explain Quacks of Quedlinburg and just listen to the meter with which he speaks. And when he gets excited sometimes.
Saturday Night Live better watch out. They need if they need a backup, I'm in there.
That's right.
I'm in it.
That's right. So today we have a good episode for you. We are going to cap off our top 10 list, our 1 year in review, with some honorable mention games that did not make our top 10 lists. Then we're going to share our favorite memory from the last year of OGN. And then we're going to do just a couple of shout outs to people that made all of this possible and made OGN come to life over the past year. So who wants to start? Somebody hit me with your honorable mentions. Clayton.
I'd like to start.
Please.
This isn't necessarily an honorable mention. It's just more of a reflection / review of my top 10.
Okay.
So sorry for not sticking to the prompt as written, but I was quiet when you guys both brought up a very particular game last week, and it was Root.
Okay.
Root, I think since I played it for the first time, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago with Jared, we played a 2-player game of Root. I got it when I was just getting into it. I was like, please come over, play this game with me. Everybody says it's awesome. We played cats versus birds. And ever since then, it had like captured my imagination. I loved the political intrigue, the factions, the way the game varied between plays and what mix of factions you had out there. And I just haven't played it in like 2 years. And so though it was my number 1 game for a long time, I had to get real with myself and take it off of its pedestal, because if it was that good, I'd be finding time to play it, I think, at least in the last 2 years. And it made me sad. And you guys talked about it. It just made me want to play it again. But it's just one of those situations where a lot changed in a year, and my game groups changed and what I'm able to get to the table changed. And I hope there's a time when Root can start coming back to the table regularly like we used to have it. I mean, we were playing it probably like quarterly at least.
Oh, yeah.
Well, on the 25th anniversary of Operation Game Night's 25th anniversary, we can look back on how many times Root came and went in your top 10. How about that?
Let's we'll bookmark that. I'll send out the calendar invite for
silver anniversary. Maybe we do it big. We didn't even have balloons for our 1 year anniversary. So.
I did consider at least getting a party hat, but that did not come to fruition. So
next time.
Hey, so back to my why I went off that tangent a little bit about being sad about Root leaving my top 10, because my first honorable mention is a game from later games that was at number 11 and almost creeped in, and that's Arcs. Arcs was all the hotness last year, and it gave me a lot of the same Root itchy scratchies as I like from that game, but in a way that was a lot easier to bring to people for the first time. Not an easy game to teach. It still has a lot to it, but there's, just not having to learn 5 different factions every time you want to play it makes it a much more approachable game. And I had a fair amount of success introducing it to people over the course of the last year and a half since I had it. And so that very well could see its ascendancy into the top 10 next year. So that's my first shout out on top 10.
Have you ever played Ark's 2-player?
Yes.
Is that any good at 2?
It is.
Yeah. Is there automabots or whatever?
Blockers just shrinks down and it's just in your face.
It's tighter,
start to finish. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely want to get that played before my brother-in-law leaves Alabama.
Yeah.
So,
do it.
Okay. Excellent. Keep going, Clay.
That's all I want to say for now. I'll see what you guys.
He's got so many. Back. He's got so many rounds chambered. He's gonna popping off.
I could sit here for an hour.
Yeah.
So I'll hand it off.
Our fearless leader gave us direct instructions to just start spouting off honorable mentions, and here Clay goes on a diatribe about Root. So that's just a spear for him to throw. I just threw him right into his ribs. But Wingspan, Ahoy, and Gizmos were like my top honorable mentions. I think Wingspan was in my top 10 beginning of the year, but I just haven't really been playing it. Great engine builder, but it's not there. And maybe I want to get into the worm span and the fisher span. So maybe if I can make a connection happen with Clayton over there, maybe he can, get the spans up into my top 10. I don't know. And then Ahoy is just like mini Dead Reckoning. So that's definitely getting in there. And there's the beta version of Board Game Arena coming out. And I did play it. It seemed pretty squared away. So excited that one to keep getting developed out. And then Gizmos is such a good engine builder. So beautiful. I want to play it in person. I want to stick my hands down to the top of the trough and just grab, a red marble, and I bet you it's so satisfying. But
it is.
Those are my top honorable mentions for sure.
Yeah, that little dispenser for Gizmos gives me serious like gumball machine vibes, and it's pretty satisfying.
Whoa, what if you could do like Gizmos with gumballs that you can just eat or something like that? Board gaming with food. Maybe, is there a move there? Has it been done? Could be the move.
Could be the move.
I'll make that move.
Trav, okay. What do you got for?
I want to shout out a couple of small boxes.
Yeah.
A couple of small boxes. Clay, you had For Sale make the list. This has been in gold. And Ink and Gold. Yeah, that's right.
Gold. Yep.
This has been a year for small games for us because we don't pull out big heavy games with a little baby running around and played all that
travel you were doing.
Lots of travel. Lots of trying to get quick games in before we get ready for bed. So what did I have? I had Scout, I had Sea Salt and Paper, Cat in the Box, and it's not really a small box, but Splendor. Those are the games that we played the most this year, was these small box games while we traveled. Played tons of my Mint Tin games, but those were mainly solo. So yeah, it's kind of been a small box year for us. I really enjoyed talking about our small box matchup during our tournament bracket that we did. That was pretty fun. But I don't think any of them are going to knock off one of these big boys, those big boy games. So yeah, small boxes. That was my first shout out.
I was also going to give some love to the small boxes, like Spots and That's So Clover, some of the more party game small boxers. I just couldn't bring them into my top 10. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, Travis, you knocked a little brain cell loose. There's not too many up there, but Splendor Duel, I had a good conversation with a roommate, a coworker, who I was like, I just trying to casually talk about board games more in my daily life. It's like, oh, you play board games? Because, engineers are nerds, and of course they play board games. He's like, oh, I got this one that I really, really like. I'm like, oh, what is it? Oh, you might not know. I'm like, hit me with it. He's like, oh, it's Splendor. I'm like, oh, of course, dude. Yeah. It's awesome. Have you ever played Splendor Duel? He's like, Yeah, I do Splendor Duel every day because it's just with my wife. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, do you play one-on-one in Splendor, or have you played the actual box, like the other game? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So Splendor, I told him, I'm like, dude, you got to go look up Splendor Duel. And I don't know, maybe I got to follow up with him, see if he got
you should, man. Jared, that's a heavy flex there.
Good for you.
Man. I don't know, man. Look at me go. It only took me a year to get revved up, but I'm finally, I'm on some kind of level,
There you go.
OGN did something for me this year.
You're part of the board game media now, so
yeah. They're going to give me a media pass at World Series of Board Gaming. So.
That's right.
That's not true.
All right, Clay, what else you got for honorable mentions?
More in the chamber. So here's a couple that I probably would have put in my top 10, but I was being realistic about the amount of times I've played them. So they're games I've played a few times. They got a lot of potential. I could see them coming up in the next year. One is Hot Streak. You guys heard me carrying on about that. I think it is a glaring hole in my top 10 that I don't have any betting games, because I generally love a good racing betting game. Our Camel Ups or freaking Hot Streaks. What else? Down Forces. Hot Streak could see itself keep moving up if I keep having as much fun as I've had with it. Winner's Circle, another betting game by Dr. Rainer Knizia, is dead simple. I like it more than most people I play it with. I think everybody has a good time, but I think I am more charmed by the simplicity of it than other people. So I don't know. I'll keep playing it and seeing where it lands. The other one that just haven't played enough, but I want it to be a top 10 game, is Battlestar Galactica, because that was such an epic, amazing experience getting to play that game with all my besties minus you two, and get accused of being Cylons. Yeah, I mean, I said besides you two. God,
kidding.
Whatever.
Sorry.
That's all I have for this round of the chamber. Just some that I would like to see keep climbing.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by Arcs and Battlestar Galactica falling out of your top 10. When you sent the list, you're just kind of included 11 through, I don't know, 18 or whatever you could see. I was really surprised that those two dropped so far. Yeah. Not that they were like far, but they were not in the top 10, especially after how hot you were on Battlestar Galactica. You said that was like one of your favorite board gaming experiences, period, dot. Like,
yeah, I stand by it. I don't know if it makes me credible to throw a game up I've only played one time. It doesn't feel like journalistic integrity to put that in my top 10. So I'm going to go.
As part of the board game media now, you have to have journalistic integrity. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Jared, what else you got for honorable mentions?
I was going to hit up Azul because I've been whacking that one on repeat, but just one-on-one. But I don't know. I think on a stop it, Donnie T, is it all over me, man?
No, it was just the choice of phrasing. Continue, Azul.
Cut that.
Oh man, what a day! All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you've been whacking it on repeat, Jared.
Oh my God.
Hey, after the second vasectomy, you always have to get a couple more rounds in there.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna need edited.
All right, Azul sounds great. Good choice.
Hey, let's try that one again. I have been trying to get Azul higher in my list, but only been able to do 1v1s though. Is that more PC?
Yeah, perfect. Love it.
Sounds great.
Sweet. And I'd like to get more, like, because you can. How many people can you get around Azul? You can get quite a few.
4
or just 4?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is there any like cool Wingspan expansions where you can bust it up to 6 or no?
I don't think so. Okay. I think they're all 4. Like every iteration of Azul is 4.
With the chocolatiers and
yeah, I think they're all 4.
You could hodgepodge your own Wingspan expansion and just buy 2 copies of Azul and just have 2 separate areas of tile grabbing, which is essentially what they do in Wingspan Asia.
Okay. Yeah. So Data call sign from my last job. I've been playing Azul with her, and she's finally like, dude, I'm done. Let's try something new. So we tried the dice game where you press in your luck. What's that one? Can't stop. And then she's just like, well, it was we played 3-player, and the other third guy, he just won on the first round, just like you, Travis.
Yeah.
So I can't find a good game like that. So I need to find a good game to play that gets into my top 10, that's light, has some luck, that you don't have to think too much strategy. So I'm gonna work on that.
Have you tried Candyland?
No. Shoots and ladders, maybe.
There you go. Perfect.
Give me some shoots and ladders.
That's right.
Ink in gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
Good call.
That's true. But
okay, I'm gonna just go rapid fire. We're kind of running out of time, but I had a bunch of card games on my list that I had to cut to include Boss Monster. I've played that tons of times. It's like a layer building where you're trying to attract heroes to your monster layer. You play as the big bad boss in like a 16 or 8-bit video game. You're trying to attract the heroes but kill them before they reach you. Kind of multiple layering card effects that you're trying to manage. Probably one of like my earliest board games that I was exposed to. It's produced by Brotherwise Games. It's really fun. If you have not played Boss Monster, highly recommend it. I also had the War of the Ring, the card game. And I had not played this a whole lot, but within the last year, they had the solo expansion come out. And I can't shout out what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but they have a solo expansion. And then they had the War and Flames, Axe and Flames that came out. And that stuff is so good. It's such a cool trick-taking game where you're battling over these different lanes. You have cards that have multiple effects. What a good like distillation of that War of the Ring board game into cards. Love that. Also, one more that really spiked for me this year was Fromage. What a clean worker placement game. So fast. So like such a good idea to have simultaneous worker placement with a rotating board on a Lazy Susan.
So dynamic.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
What a cool concept. And then I had a couple other ones that I haven't played enough to warrant putting into top 10, like Nemesis. I really love Nemesis. Vic always gets me fired up about Nemesis. Skyrise, cool auction bidding game where you're building out a big city skyline. Foundations of Rome, Clay, you called that one out. That one like has really stuck with me, and it's so cool. I will never own that box, but I really enjoyed that game. And then Agricola. I had never played Agricola before this year, and I really enjoy it. I'm terrible at it. I don't know exactly how to win that game, but I think it's cool, and I love the depth of it, and I love that worker placement aspect of it. So yeah, lots of good games this year, just none that really cracked the top 10 or ones that, are saying the top 10 games of all time. So any other honorable mentions?
I'm good.
I'm going to cut myself off.
Okay. You are cut off.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go around real quick and just share what was your favorite memory from our first year at OGN? Jared.
I had too many to count, but having Paul Solomon on the podcast was probably. Did I steal someone's?
You stole mine, but there's lots of. There's lots of.
We can have our co-favorite moment.
Yeah,
I mean, because dude's a math teacher, like totally into math, just incredibly down to earth, and like I had the most fun time just listen to the man talk. Like I could do a podcast, listen to him every day if I could. But that was just really neat. Love what he's putting down out there. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. But
yeah, that also came to my mind, but I will table that since you discussed it. But yeah, Paul, thanks. That was awesome. We all had a great time talking with you, and I have been loving the Game Head Games lineup. So check that out if you haven't yet. I think my favorite episode that we did, I'm sorry, Jared, you weren't a part of this, but the small box bracket was the one I had the most fun doing. It was a lot of work making the bracket, but it was just a lot of fun working our way through that bracket and seeing what came out on top. I'd like to do more brackets in the future.
Yeah.
Some more throwdowns on Operation Game Night.
Absolutely.
I think I was in the beginning of that podcast, and then I left halfway in.
Yeah, we definitely need more brackets in our lives.
Yes.
My favorite was learning about all these board games. I have like such blind spots in my board gaming habits. And I feel like every time we had a guest on, they're like, oh, have you played this game? Have you tried this one? It like opening up that aperture just by talking to people in the community. We get so like pigeonholed into our gaming groups. A lot of our top 10 is like very similar or at least tangential to one another because we've played all those games together. And now as we like introduce more people into the group, like we're expanding our aperture of gaming, we're expanding our aperture of like board gaming friends, and they all have such unique takes. Like Paul Solomon introduced us to a whole bunch of games that we either had not heard of or had never played before. We talked to Tara from, Tara's Bad Luck Club. She had talked about like train games, and we're like, you mean Ticket to Ride? She's like, no, train games.
Bruh.
Like, Amanda from Empty Nest Board Mama knows all sorts of games that we've never played before. So just like talking to people and hearing where they gravitate to and how they differ from our tastes, it has been super interesting to me. But I think my favorite type of episodes that we've done have been the head-to-head board game sell-off to Jared. I really enjoy those. That we got a little spicy about it sometimes, but like it's healthy competition, and we're talking about stuff that we love. So I had a lot of fun with those episodes. Those have been some of my favorites.
I mean, you two come prepared with just like some of the strongest like justifications. You're coming here, it's a knife fight for my attention, and I'm just a little schoolgirl getting courted over here. And I love it. So anytime you guys want to do a little head to head, what do we call those? Sorry.
Koa selection.
Yeah.
Koa selection. That's right.
Yeah. We need to do more of those.
Roots.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Clay, you also had a good idea for like a kind of twist on that in the future that I think that we're going to do. Yeah. You're giving me confused looks. We've talked about it, but it's coming in the future.
Yeah,
we're going to do it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
planting some seeds.
Yeah.
Building anticipation.
Seeds have been planted. Was this a good segue into like shouting out the people that
let's do it.
We've met. I mean, you've already mentioned her, but we can't go on without talking about Empty Nest Board Mama, Amanda. She's been awesome. She's been a great friend to us. Constantly giving us words of support. She let us come on her podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great person for the board game community. Thanks, Amanda, for making us feel at home out here and that we actually had somebody that cared about what we had to say.
And honestly, like probably our very first, fan.
Super fan.
I'm putting words in her mouth, but I'm going to say that she's a fan because at least she's still interacting with us. She hasn't like completely ghosted us.
Yeah.
But like reaching out since episode 1, maybe 2, and like reaching out to us on Instagram, shouting us out and allowing us to come on her podcast. That's a huge honor. So thank you, Amanda, for being our very first fan.
Well, speaking of shout outs, I mean, Vic is always shouting us out, and I've always loved kind of going back to the last segment of the favorite episodes, but also a shout out to our boy Vic for giving us great ideas. Like he is not only like a friend, but kind of a mentor at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But also like great board gamer and connector, and just great all around dude. So I'm excited because we're gonna see him in Vegas.
Yes,
right?
we are.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had the most fun talking to Vic. Like Vic, like he just fits right in, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I'm still just blown away by some of his podcasts, his Jurassic Park series he's putting out, and then he had a whole Superman episode too with the guy that did the commercial for one of the insurance companies. Like I was listening to that whole thing while I was mowing my lawn, just cracking up, and I was like, okay, I got to start edging now because I need like edge the lawn so I can just keep listening. And oh yeah, it's just he's awesome. So shout out to Vic.
We've had some killer guests on here, like Mike from Barron Plays Board Games. How dare he change his Instagram handle the day after we publish our episode? Like, maybe he doesn't want to be found. It's okay, Mike. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just blew you up, but
also our best performing episode to date.
Yes.
Thank
you, Mike. Knowledgeable. So knowledgeable. That dude plays more board games than probably anybody. We've had Tay on, we've had Sam on, we've had so many good guests. Bo, yeah.
Man, I hope he's doing good with his new baby.
Yeah, man, we've had so many good guests. We've been honored to have so many people agree to come on and just BS about board games with us, and I appreciate every single one of them. They have always like contributed something to the culture of OGN that is going to like stick around for a long time. So thank you. If you've come on the podcast, if you are interacting with us on the internet, you have contributed in a way that we cannot explain in words. So thank you so much for your contribution and your support to OGN. We love you all.
We do.
Should we talk about spouses for a minute?
Yeah, I was about to say, none of this could be possible without my wife, who is currently trying to put my daughter down for a nap, and the scheduling that has to go on between our wives and us to make this thing possible, to do it for a whole year. I think we owe them a huge shout out, and a lot more than just words of affirmation, maybe whatever their love language is. So
maybe I'll
go take care of that. Yeah. give Mary some physical touch, give her some love.
Yeah.
Thank her for deciding our small box bracket.
Yeah.
She was the deciding factor.
I think I'd be a little more, gushy about my spouse if she had listened to any of our last like 30 episodes.
It doesn't matter.
I know she's still there for us, but it does hurt me a little bit.
And who knows? Maybe these are in the internet. They're timeless. They're never going away.
These are a time capsule. That's right.
Yeah. Every time that I talked about my vasectomy, it's going to be out there forever.
Yeah.
She did chime in with her favorite OGN memory, and that was her favorite memory was your vasectomy. So thank you for chiming in, Adri. You were literally the only one, and that was her favorite OGN moment.
No way.
Jeez.
Oh,
no. Thank you. Thank you to all the spouses. Personally, I got my wife an OGN like Italian bracelet. It has the words OG. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
But yeah, thank you to all the spouses for supporting this and watching Little Rugrats as we sit here and talk about board games into the internet once a week, every week.
Yep.
Okay. Did we do it?
I think we did.
Let's call it a wrap.
Let's call it a wrap. Thank you for supporting us this last year. Thank you for contributing to OGN. If you're listening to this now until 25 years from now, when we're recording our look back at 25 years of OGN, thank you for listening to the podcast, and thank you for your support. So I have been Travis. He has been Jared. He has been Clay. We're out.